Hi, it's Maggie the Irish Gypsy here to bring you your December 2023 mid-month general reading. We're looking at the last half of December, the last 2 weeks of this year, and this reading is for the fire sign of Sagittarius. I hope you're all well. Thanks so much for being here as we continue to move through the remainder of the holidays and, in fact, the remainder of the year. A very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year to all of you out there. And always my gratitude for being here, for watching these videos. Those of you who like, share, subscribe, please hit that like button. Those of you who comment, who reach out for personal readings, and who refer and recommend me to others, you always have my gratitude. Thank you so much. So, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign. If you are cross-watching for a Sagittarian, this video is also for you. Of course, it's a general reading, may resonate a little differently for everyone, and the little details and specifics, fundamental energy remains the same. But if you know any or all of your other videos, all of your other signs, watch those videos as well for any additional, perspective or insight it can provide. And if something hits you, if it really resonates with you and you'd like to take a deeper look at it, if you like the reading style, if you're interested in a personal reading with me for yourself or as a gift for someone else, we are in the giftiest gift season of the year, and personal readings are lovely and personal, and they're easy to give. So something to think about too. If you're interested in any of that, just email me at maggie1mcguire@gmail.com. You can also see that contact info by clicking the description of this video. I would love to hear from you. I can usually get back to you the same day with all the information. I offer a pretty wide variety of choices for reading options in all areas of life, of all different types and lengths and styles and budgets. There's something in there for everyone. And I do readings full time. It's all that I do. So I'm pretty diligent about scheduling, timely scheduling of personal readings too, if that's important to you. So message me if you'd like. All right, I am using the Tarot of Dreams, clarifying with the Radiant Rider-Waite, Sagittarius. Let's see what the last half of December 2023 looks like for you. We begin with the Emperor, fathers, father figures, big bosses, the final decision maker, being in charge of many things. Leveling up with the High Priestess, trusting your intuition. This is trusting your intuition in the decisions that you're going to be making as well. Because the High Priestess is all about your connection with the divine. I mean, some people call it higher self, some people call it intuition, some people call it gut instinct, but it's that thing inside of us that pulls us one way or the other. It's really connection to God, Spirit, angels, and guides, kind of trying to guide us. This is about paying attention to that, particularly in all that you do in decision making, where you're, especially in positions where you're over something. This can also be trusting your intuition in regards to a person who is in some level of status or seniority as well. Next, we have the Sun. Nothing but major arcana cards so far. The most positive card in the tarot, particularly in its ability to influence all the other cards. Just like the real sun comes out and it touches everything. It illuminates, it banishes the shadows, it uplifts weights and restrictions. It provides illumination and clarity. Light, love, warmth, laughter. There's a sense of release with the sun as well. Beautiful energy. Because the sun card affects all the cards in the tarot as well. With strength, 4 cards out so far, and all 4 of them are major arcana, which likely means, Sagittarius, that this is a pretty significant time period for you, this 2-week period. So with the Sun, we have strength, facing your fears, your doubts, your insecurities. Feels like there's probably a decision or a path forward that you may be feeling called or compelled to take here, but there's some fears, some insecurities about that. Spirit is asking you to walk through them. Yeah, we have the Ace of Wands. So aces are the number 1, so it always represents a new start or the opportunity to start down a new path. This one holds the energy of fire. It's excitement, enthusiasm, passion, desire, creativity. With the Two of Swords, it may be, it feels like most of you are actually going to be moving through this, but strength next to the Two of Swords. I mean, Two of Swords is a card about feeling a bit stuck. Twos usually represent being at a fork in the road, at a crossroads, so there's a choice that needs to be made, a choice about a new beginning. I think some of you are probably overcoming this. This is a card of, a reluctance or a resistance to look at something or deal with something head on, because then you have to make a choice and a decision, and you're accountable for that, right? So, it's a card about being stuck. From the bottom of the deck, the overall energy and advice is faith, which in other decks would be the Hierophant, which is trusting in the tried and true, trusting in, this is convention, tradition, the institutional energy, the tried and true path. Here in this deck, the artist Cyril Marchetti was wanting to get, I think, a little bit away from that institutional energy and focus more on the faith aspect of that, of believing that the path that that's opening up in front of you, this new beginning, is in fact going to be the right one for you. I feel like you're being called to have faith here. Let's take a look at that. Let's clarify the overall energy of faith, or the Hierophant. It's an incredible amount of, we have 1, 2, 3. So we have 7 cards out, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them are major arcana. So this is probably a pretty significant, profound choice, whether you realize it or not. Overall energy. The Star, it's a card, it's one of the secondary wish fulfillment cards. It's a card of wish fulfillment on a path of having faith. Faith that this path will actually take you. As long as you do everything that's in front of you to do, Spirit has you and will meet and match you every step of the way, leading you to your wish fulfillment. It's a card that represents renewed and restored hope, faith, and optimism. There's some indication here that for some of you, you may have just been through or just coming out of a difficult time. There's a new path in front of you here. That Ace of Pentacles, we have 2 aces so far. Could be moving, relocating, new jobs, new projects, just starting over again in some way. The Moon, I think, kind of corresponds with this 2 of Swords too. There may be some deep-seated fears there, a lack of complete clarity, right? Fears. You're being called to have faith on a new path that's opening up in front of you. Regardless of what this new path is, it could be anything. Ace of Wands, Ace of Pentacles. It could be something practical, something exciting. It could be a combination of both. Emperor and the High Priestess. That's where the little details and specifics will vary in a general reading, but the fundamental energy remains the same. Let's take a look at that Emperor and High Priestess. The Fool and the 4 of Cups. You're being called to take a leap of faith, stepping out of your comfort zone into the unknown in order to accept some kind of offer or opportunity, either accepting an offer or maybe extending an offer. But I read first and foremost for what's coming in. There's an offer and opportunity, which, again, looking at not quite taking those fears and insecurities, but the Fool is starting a brand new path. A brand new whole life chapter is opening up for you. In this new opportunity, and you're being called to take basically a leap of faith, or at least 1 or 2 baby steps of faith. And there's a sense that underneath perhaps the fear and doubt and insecurity, the High Priestess, if you pause and listen, you already know. Let's take a look at the Sun and Strength. This is basically the message in these cards are, to take strength, to be brave and move forward. Fear is the mother of courage, right? Can't be brave, can't be courageous if there's not something you're afraid of. The 9 of Cups, the World. The 9 of Cups is the wish fulfillment card in the tarot, getting everything you want, your cups overflowing with abundance. The World is the last major arcana card. A pretty important cycle, set of chapters in your life is coming to an end. There's a graduation period. You're starting off on a brand new journey. And it's leading to wish fulfillment. You have the very first major arcana card, the last major arcana card in the tarot. So some major significant set of chapters cycle is wrapping up in your life so that you can start a whole new one, which makes sense given the number of major arcana cards here. Again, Very profound energy, not terribly specific. It's going to require you to move through fears, doubts, insecurities to go on this path. It could be a practical, material, financial issue. It could be an emotional or relationship thing for some of you. It could be a combination of both those things. Let's take a look at Ace of Wands and Two of Swords. Two of Cups, soulmate, kindred spirits, best friends, could be romantic or otherwise. So there's a partnership key here, whether it's romantic or not. It could be two best friends going into work, going into business together. It could be something, a perfect job offer that you think is just a great match for you. Nine of Pentacles, Three of Wands. This is about, again, laying the foundation for a groundwork, for laying the foundation, laying the flooring, so to speak, for a bright, beautiful new future. Independence, self-sufficiency, self-empowerment, feeling like you've worked hard to get to a place where now you're enjoying the fruits of those labors. This new path is opening up in front of you. It may be about a relationship for some of you. It may involve a relationship or partnership for some of you, or affected. But it's such a, I mean, this is one of those really great, really short readings because it's coming through so clearly. There's fears and insecurities here. We always have those starting a new path most of the time anyway. But Spirit is calling you to have faith. Faith in the unknown. That's what the Faith or Hierophant card is. That's what the High Priestess is about. That's what the Moon and the Fool is about. You know, I can't see too far down this road. I don't know, but I'm going to try it. I'm going to walk. I'm just going to start walking and putting one foot in front of the other, doing the work on this path that is required of you. Again, Spirit meets and matches you every step of the way. And it's quite clear here. They're inspiring this path. They're orchestrating this path and hoping that you'll walk it. So let's end with any advice, guidance, feedback for Spirit. What a great reading to have at the very end of the year, right? Advice, guidance, feedback from Spirit for Sagittarius, last half of December. Page of Pentacles, just starting down on a brand new path. It might be a practical path or have practical elements to it. Knight of Swords, Knight of Wands, the fastest knights in the deck, taking advantage of this opportunity, charging forward very assertively, very determinedly, very aggressively, almost but combining the intellectual air energy of the Knight of Swords in being smart, strategic, but very decisive. Three of Pentacles, teamwork, collaboration, partnerships, working together to build something long-lasting and secure. Compromise, negotiation, mediation, which, I mean, yeah, we have the Two of Cups here. So for some, it might be about a relationship itself, taking a chance, moving forward, going to the next level of commitment or responsibility in this relationship. It might be a relationship or partnership together, looking at what the next step is, an opportunity coming in, which will take you further down. Again, it's kind of deeper. It's a leveling up kind of big boy, big girl, deeper level of commitment here. That Spirit is pretty much doing everything except leading you by the ear to it. So free will, free agency, but this looks like a good one to walk down, Sagittarius. All right, Sag, I will leave it there. Those are your messages for the last half of December 2023. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you found it useful and relevant and gave you some food for thought or validated what you're already feeling. Again, if something did resonate with you and you'd like to reach out for a personal reading, perhaps take a deeper look at it, you like the reading style, if you're interested in that, or as a gift for someone during this gift-giving season, please feel free to email me directly at maggie1mcguire@gmail.com. You can also see that contact info by clicking the description link of this video. I would be delighted to hear from you and to work with you. I will see you all again in a couple of weeks for the very first general readings in a whole brand new year. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to everyone out there, and I hope to see you back here again soon. Bye-bye.